And the Hawkeyes will put boot to leather, and this will be the start of a new season. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Looking for space. It's close. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Well, the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint. The Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the field like they'll have today.
Yeah, and the Big Ten's kind of taking what the Big Ten wants and expanding and not really worried about anybody else. So if I'm the Big 12, I'm like, yeah, you ain't worried about me, but you're going to worry about me today and on the field, and I can make a statement and prove to some of the true blue bloods in the Big Ten.
I just love the stylistic matchup in this one, too, right? You think about the Big Ten running the football, defense, physical, and then Big 12 wide open, high-tempo, air raid offense. This one's going to be fun.
Third down, and they'll need 2 on this initial drive of the game. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Every offensive coordinator in the country, they come in the game, they have a script. They have a couple plays they want to go through to get their team settled in, get down and get in good third down situations, execute on third down. Nice start on this opening drive by the offense.
Might as well give it to him again. At midfield, got a little grass. Sprints into the end zone for a touchdown.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the capper came on that 62-yard run to the house. He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Big coverage on that one as the return is stopped short of the 25. Tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Kamari Malton. Solid run, picks up 6 and gets it to the 28. Let's talk for a minute about Iowa. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day 1, game 1. Make that first impression.
He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there. After the sack, they have their work cut out for them. Basically, they have to get it to the other side of town. The Hawkeyes timeout. It's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. After that sack, they're in a different zip code now. 2nd and long working here. Might be changing the route. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Looking left. Got a man. It's Moulton. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
The Hawkeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Looking to throw for it. Back open in the middle. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down. They'll mark him at the 48.
As a quarterback, I used to love throwing to running backs that could run great routes. That was a good one there on the angle route. He sold it like he was running on a flat, put his foot in the ground, cut back inside, crossed the defender's face, made it an easy throw and an easy 1st down.
There's a crease. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. And the Hawkeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. There's the pressure. He'll pull it down and run. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone.
That's the danger as a defense when you play man coverage, is that if the quarterback decides to scramble, there may not be anybody there to make a tackle right away. You obviously want to take care of everything on the back end, and with these receivers, you got to get them locked down. But if you're the D coordinator here, you got to be more selective with your coverage and mix it up, because man coverage against a scrambling quarterback can hurt you.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. If you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
And this has been a really good first drive, man. You talk about scripting the first however many plays. It's different for all the coordinators. Nice drive down the field. Now set up in a 3rd down situation. Let's stay aggressive. Let's capitalize on this momentum and not try to kick these field goals, because you know kicking field goals sometimes down the road can come back to bite you.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. The holder will kneel at the 24, a 34-yarder coming from the right hash. Not a chance. Missed it. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Mack. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And what a great job by the defense here. 1st down, 2nd down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Looks it in at the 40. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. Themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, we're only in the first quarter, but already this defense is making their presence felt. We've seen time and time again their ability to rush the passer and get hits on this QB. His toughness is going to get tested.
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that off.
So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Gives it on the option. Breaks into the open. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. They'll send the back in motion. Got it behind the line. It's Moss. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
He's brought down at the 45-yard line. That's a first down.
Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Running inside. It's Mack. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you get a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
And here comes the Iowa offense ready to go to work. The last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
Just got to finish the play through the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. That's a bad drop.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Just going to keep it after the snap. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with the first down.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback here. He extends the play. Nothing open right away. There's a little bit of pressure. He gets to the outside, tries to take a shot down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
a second and long. Handoff from Alton. Knocked down for the tackle.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Quarterback making adjustments. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He's got the back in the middle. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his hip.
And I think they found a matchup they like, man. This running back has been a problem out of the backfield. We know he can run it, but the matchups now, who's going to cover him? Is it a linebacker? Is it a safety? Right now, this offense, they found something with him catching the football in the backfield, and they just keep going back to it.
Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Hawkeyes! Fit in the window for the score.
The great thing about spreading a defense out, I can see where the blitz is coming from. I can see where they're weak. I can see my matchups. Nice job by the offense, spreading them out, taking advantage of their matchup, and getting in for the score.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Mack. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the second quarter. Might as well stick with him. Crosses the 45. Here's a little room there. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one, Reese, that this team was going to try to use their speed and take advantage of it, and they did right there. Nice gain on the run play to the right.
Found plenty of running room in that defense. They've got to find a way to get there and make the tackle in the open field.
Yeah, and they got to do a good job with their eyes, finding the football, and they've got to get a lot of bodies to this guy because he is fast.
Complete. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
The run inside. It's Porter. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. In the red area, it's Mack. Turning it on. He is run out of bounds right at the 10-yard line. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll keep it on the ground. Ball is loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And you run a play that's conservative. You're going to hand the football over. You think nothing bad's going to happen. And, man, if he doesn't just cough it up, terrible timing. Get inside that 5-yard line, ready to make a play, score some points. And instead, the defense recovers the football.
The Hawkeyes offense heads out to start this drive. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie. Wide open spaces. The 50. He's inside the 40. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Iowa. Once he got some room, it was over.
I mean, let's go. That's a day's worth of yards right there on one carry. The home run hitter takes the snap, gets the football. He does the rest, shows off the speed, taking it 90-plus yards to the house.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He gets a block. Oh, what vision. Oh, returns like that just swing the momentum. Almost took it to the house. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Running inside. It's Cross. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case in there. They try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
And he'll be brought down.
This is why there's a lot of receivers that go alligator arms and they start tiptoeing over the middle of the field because you don't want to be living where these big physical linebackers are. This guy, though, completely fearless, crosses the defender's space and makes the catch, gets absolutely laid out by the linebacker, but he holds on anyway.
Finding some room. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And it's in for a touchdown.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And he makes the extra point.
Number 97, set to kick this one away.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Slips through the line. He's finally brought down after a big return that was almost a whole lot bigger. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
You know, this defense knew the offense was going to try to take shots vertically down the field and do it in a variety of ways. That time, they were able to defend the corner route and swat the ball down.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Intercepted! intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
Hey, man, I love guys with situational awareness in football. It's 3rd and long. You know it. He's sitting right near the sticks, ready to break on the football, ready for the quarterback to throw. He does, forces the INT. Nice heads-up, smart play by that young man.
Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Back to pass, it's Myers. Using the quick game. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
QB decided not to hand it off on that RPO. Defense, great job taking the throwaway, now setting up 4.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Iowa spends a second timeout here. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. He got it. And now they take the lead.
And that's a really good response by this defense. Their offense throws an interception, puts them in bad field position. They respond with a stop, force a field goal. Yeah, they got 3 points, but great job by this defense.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Got behind those pads and picked up 3 after the 35.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Quarterback may change this route. Back to pass on 2nd down. Got him downfield. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. The Hawkeyes will have it 1st and 10. Out of the gun with Kamari Malton.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
To the air on 2nd down. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. He had his man open that time, but just a little too much heat on that pass, and he got it out in front of him.
And it's tough to tell when you need to throw that bullet in there or when you need to lob it in there and put a little bit more air on it. That time you could tell, just needed to put a little bit more air underneath that throw.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Escapes the pressure to his right. Now he's looking into the middle. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Hawkeyes will call on their punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one.
And the punter pulling out his pitching wedge on that. Look at the spin on this ball. It just died as soon as it hit the ground. Beautiful job.
Leaves it with the running back. Finds a good hold there and gets 4 to give him a little breathing room out to the 5. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. He's got it again. Strong run and useful. Picks up 4 out to the 9.
I know 4 yards doesn't seem like a lot, but, man, it's so nice when you can dictate to a defense. And 4 yards, back-to-back plays now set up with a whole playbooks available. I can do whatever I want. I can be aggressive. I love when offenses stay in that 3rd down and short range.
Makes the grab on 3rd. Could not make his way to the corner.
Well, they weren't able to gain a lot of real estate on that last completion deep down in their own end. If anything, they're looking for a silver lining. I guess the punter maybe has a little bit more room to try to get one off now on 4th.
He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. He'll return it from around the 50. Makes a move. And there he goes. Touchdown, Hawkeye! Stealing a score on special teams. The whole thought process is just get the ball back and what will we do on offense? And the special teams takes care of that.
What a great job by the special teams unit making a big-time play. Listen, the offense was going to get the ball reached. Yeah, I get you, but they got this taken care of. Take the punt return, make a few guys miss, take it all the way to the house. Really good execution in that punt return.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. To throw, it's Myers. Dumps it off in the flats. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. Kinnick is having a connection fit to try to help the D on 3rd down. The give to the back. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. A loss of 5 on that play.
And that play, man, I know you want to catch the defense off guard, and sometimes it works, but most of the time it doesn't. 3rd and long. Like, got to make a big play. They choose to hand it off. Defense wasn't pulled, and now this is a long 4th down, and you're trailing in this football game.
That punt is just going to create all kinds of problems. It goes out of bounds, and let's see where they spot it. They're going to take over right around the 30-yard line. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Here's a gift to Malton.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Creates, there's some room. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Iowa!
I think you love starting the year off for some momentum. And that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
And they tacked on the extra point. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking for a man, it's Myers. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback and getting him on the ground.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. And nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires downfield. Oh, that slithered right through his fingers and would have been his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it's 4th down.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
Here's the return. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Handoff from Alton. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Quickly out to the tight end. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Now the Hawkeyes will call their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. From the 33, it's 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Fires to the right. Rolls it in. And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
And his throw is incomplete. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Incomplete. He was looking for the score there.
Oh, that is a throw that is just going to haunt this quarterback. He had his target wide open, running deep. That should be a touchdown, but the QB overthrew him. That is going to haunt this quarterback tonight.
Booster, booster. Freeze, freeze. Sweep, sweep. Western, western. Square, square, square. Go, go.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Fires into the end zone. And he'll sail it way too far for everybody.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
It is perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further. And we are are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And here comes the Iowa offense, ready to go to work. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
The Hawkeyes have this offense rolling. On first down, it's Malton again. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. And the Hawkeyes have a lot of options on second and inches. Looking for room, it's Phillips. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's two runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Quarterback making checks. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Complete. Oh, and he knocks it out of the way, and he's running free. Perhaps a touchdown, saving tackle at the 17.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice...
Maybe some room here. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
And man, this is more of the same for this dude, Toten Hill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense, because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stops short of the goal line.
And down here near the goal line, you got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm good.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Hawkeye!
This guy's dynamic and can hurt you in a variety of ways in the option game, and he had a chance that time to pitch it out wide if he wanted to, but he kept it himself. He shows you the wheels, takes it in for the score.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Cross. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the back. Caught in the backfield, it's Reed. First catch in his career, and you see why they believe this freshman tight end can contribute early.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Looking downfield, it's Myers. Intercepted, the defense has set him up. What a nice play on the pick. Didn't find much running room. They'll let it slide. They've got it at the 29.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
Just discarding tacklers, punching and grinding his way to the 23.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Could be an alley. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Here's a gift to Malton. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Iowa! His 3rd touchdown of this game and his 3rd on the season.
And the second half looking a lot like the first half, and this lead continues to build. How about the rhythm of this offense? They are showing you a little bit of everything. What they worked on in the offseason has been right on point, and game 1 going exactly how they scripted.
3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Cross. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
A pickup of 5, marks it at the 36-yard line. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the...
There he goes.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Eight-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Grabbed behind the line. It's Moss. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
By the receiver. Gain of 9.
Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. To the air. It's Myers. Now he's going to break the pocket. Going to try to get it himself. And he will wisely scamper out of bounds. No need to take unnecessary hits. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
And that's a
And it's not a surprise so far in how this game is unfolding. Like, they're going to continue to feature this dude. Like, third downs, get him the football. Shoot, first downs, you're going to get him the football. Had a good start to this football game, and I expect we're going to continue to hear his name over and over in this one.
We've come to the break, and Iowa has the lead. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Moore. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Third and long from the 30-yard line, and this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this team.
The Hawkeyes offense heads out to start this drive. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
That's such a nice start to this drive, too, because you've got the lead late, and you want to run the football. You want to be physically dominant. The defense knows you're going to do it, and still, on the very first play of the drive, you're able to rip off a long run like that. Great vision there, and a nice job up front with the surge by the O-line.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, if I'm the offensive line, I got to do a better job initially protecting my quarterback. And then once he scrambles out that pocket, he starts to go to the left, I got to stick with the play because then he gets whacked at the end of the play. And instead of helping my quarterback up, I got to make sure I protect him a lot better moving forward.
Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Running inside. It's Cross. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And I think the defense kind of understood what was coming. Back-to-back possessions where this offense threw interceptions, like they're going to want to get the run game going, and they were ready for it. Great job fitting the gaps and making good, solid tackles.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Dropping back, it's Myers. Hauls it in. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
And he stopped right there, no gain on the play.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. The short hands. It's Reed. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And it's picked off for the 4th time today. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
Heat up them pass pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
Play callers love it offensively when you can run the football when the other team knows you're going to do it. That is called imposing your will. And here in the fourth quarter with the lead, very first play of the drive, you break off a nice run. He might just call the exact same play right again here.
Tight end finds a soft spot. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
And that's really good defense. That's discipline, man. Understanding, covering top to bottom, but not leaving the running back with a lot of space. They throw that football out to the flats. They break on it right now, give up absolutely no yardage. Nice job seeing it, breaking on it, and making the play.
Fights off a defender, and they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Mack. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Pulls it on the option. And he'll be hit immediately. No gain on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10.
Defense just didn't have an answer there on the slant throw. Once the completion was made, they just couldn't get to the ball carrier and get him down on the ground.
That was a nice catch right near the line of scrimmage. Man, you want to get some yak after the catch and try to make a play, but that defense was right on him, got him on the ground too quick.
And after that last completion netted a big fat 0, they're looking at 2nd and 10. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. He wants to go deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the board and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and get into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Got out of trouble and throws. It's a fumble on the play. Defense picks it up. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And you see wide receivers make those catches and try to get upfield and now turn into a running back, make something happen. And a lot of times you just forget to secure that football real tight. And you could tell DB got it out. Big mistake, big turnover, nice forced turnover by the defense.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
A couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Ready? Go, go!
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Under fire. It's complete. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the 4th quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
The Hawkeyes will line it up on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready? 180. 180. 180, go!
He goes right back to the air. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.